Dagan in Turkey writes to me and he says, "Hi, Paul. I'm so confused." Sorry about that. And I need your help. Here I am, sir. While watching hi-fi videos on YouTube, I hear many times that the density in sound. Okay, some say bookshelf speakers sound little and weak, and floor-standing speakers are big and dense. What do they mean with density? Is it like boosting up the bass and the treble, or like pressing the loudness button? At home, I have bookshelf speakers and a subwoofer. But I want to upgrade my system. Do I have to buy floor-standing speakers to get better density? Well, I have never, in my 50 years of doing this, heard sound described as dense. So I gotta beg some ignorance here, because I don't know. So let me guess. I'm going to guess what they mean is a fullness of the sound, what I would call a richness, or a full-bodied as opposed to kind of wimpier, weaker sound. That's my guess. And that is a common misconception with floor standers versus bookshelves, because while floor standers generally have more bass than bookshelves, it isn't always true. So let's talk about the differences, because we've been through this before, but I think it's worth going through maybe one more time. The only difference between a bookshelf speaker and a floor standing version of the same, given that they have the same driver complement, let's just use two ways. Let's just say tweeter woofer, or you can have a three-way, whatever you want, but let's just say tweeter woofer. Now, if you put that into a bookshelf speaker, or you put that same tweeter and woofer into a floor stander, the only difference is a bigger cabinet, which benefits only the woofer. That means, properly designed, that woofer probably has a bit more bottom end and kick to it. Now, you've got a subwoofer and a bookshelf, so properly set up, you're not losing anything. And another thing that I have always told people is that, well, I'm not a fan of bookshelf speakers, because to me, unless you're putting them in a bookshelf, and I'm definitely not a fan of putting them in a bookshelf, I want my speakers out from the wall and into the room, okay? So given that, you're going to put them on a stand, and you're taking the same amount of floor space, so why not have a floor stander? I think you should, but only because I don't see any advantage to a bookshelf. So basically, density of sound of what he's asking about is probably fullness. Most bookshelves have a little less bass than most floor standers because of the bigger box, but you have a subwoofer, so all of that's a moot point. Should you get floor standers? I think you should. I prefer floor standers to bookshelves, but not for that reason. Okay? All right. Good luck out there. Talk to you later. Bye.